live stream, we will be discussing about business related tips, tricks, and opportunities. And today I'm going to talk about such opportunity which may be arising because of the introduction of 5G services. So, what is so special in this particular opportunity? Let us find out. Well, we all know that 5G has already started and the rollout has already begun in the five largest cities of India, and very soon it will spread into other ancillaries, suburbs, and other A-class cities very quickly. By the end of this year, I think most of the urban population will have 5G access to 5G services, and by next year end the entire India will be covered under 5G. Now 5G, as we already know, there is enough videos available explaining how 5G works, so I will just say that 5G is going to bring very efficient and high speed network which will open up doors as it is, because of the availability of the bandwidth. There is an opportunity which is waiting to be exploited by the business community, and they can leverage the extra bandwidth which is going to be available because of 5G and leverage that. So there will be more and more applications available, more features being added to the existing infrastructure, and then people will start thinking how we can utilize this extra bandwidth and do something extraordinary which we are not doing today. Because the 5G will provide at least 10 to 15 times faster internet, and that is going to change the paradigm. So I think I will just mention that and move on to the main discussion point, which is the opportunity. Well, of course, use of calling people has already reduced considerably, because people like to make video calls now and basically share these recorded video messages in case instead of SMS. So it is much more personalized, because if you instead of sending a SMS or a message, if you just record quickly your video of say 10 seconds, 15, or at the most 30 seconds, that gives a much more personalized messaging. So I think the messaging has been replaced by short videos, and the calls have been replaced by video calls. And also, because of the video conferencing tools like Zoom, and there are so many, WebEx, there are so many, and new tools are coming up almost on daily basis. And the new tools which are now there are tools available only specifically for mobile platform, and then you have different filters which are part of the conferencing tools. So these platforms like Zoom, WebEx, Teams, Microsoft Teams, Google platform, etc., and there are more. All of these players will now look at the next wave of growth which will happen in India, and all of these platforms will now start something, maybe some sort of a program which will allow the new entrepreneurs to leverage these existing video conferencing platform and build on top of it. So that is the first opportunity where the video conferencing players are eyeing that the extra bandwidth in a large country like India, with so many people, so many consumers, millions and millions, because you can find millions of consumers in a small town here in India. So if the video conferencing think radically, the platform think radically and redesign their conferencing platform in a way which allows other businesses to build on top of it, then I think there is an opportunity, because the first mover advantage will obviously be given to the person who comes out with most innovative video conferencing platform. So that is opportunity one, and all of these guys are now going to move up in the value chain, and not merely provide audio video facility using webcam, etc. I think the industry itself will move up the value chain because of the competition. And the second thing is because the video conferencing is already replacing the physical office environment. So I think there is a lot of opportunities in terms of integrating AI and a whole lot of other features into the existing platform, and move the users up the scale, and maybe provide some of these platforms are available on variety of different devices, like Zoom is available on mobile as well as desktop. However, the features availability is slightly less on mobile. Same is the case with Gmeet, and same is the case with any other. So I think that boundary will start diminishing slowly as we move ahead, and more feature will be available in both the applications, which is mobile as well as desktop. So that is where the world is going to go, especially with 5G entering Indian market. Now the third thing which will happen is obviously the price war. Whenever there is a drastic changes in the of this kind, technology change and makes things more efficient, then why we would like to just simply use the more efficient network for making a video call? I think we should be able to use it for variety of other applications, things like education, things like office automation, things like healthcare, and the baseline of all of these applications will be the video conferencing platforms. So now is a time for video conferencing platforms like WebEx and Zoom to basically up their offerings and include more features into their base platform, because the base platform is going to get obsolete very soon, and make it available at a lower cost. So that has already begun. The price war has already begun. Actually, the WebEx is the first company to announce 50% price drop for Indian corporates. So earlier they were charging 1,000 rupees per man month. Now they have dropped it to 550 per man month. So this has already happened, and very soon the price drop will happen, and across the board, all of these different players will start dropping their prices because of the just introduction of 5G. And that is where the next phase of the battle that I personally see of with an acute eye, that this is going to happen, because as and when the 5G becomes penetrate into the market, there will be extra bandwidth available now for people to utilize. And then if they just simply do not have enough use for this extra bandwidth, then what do they do with it extra bandwidth? Because currently 4G provides all these what we are doing today. If we are streaming live, 4G is sufficient for that. If we are doing a video conferencing, 4G is sufficient for that. 10 to 15 times better network that 5G will bring. Something remarkable has to happen, and that is where the market is moving, and that is an opportunity that all of us must watch out. If you are a paying customer of any of these platforms, I think this is a time to evaluate options and keep watch on the future roadmap of these platforms before deciding your own strategy as a businessman. So something new which is happening right now, and it's a thought-provoking dialogue, and I want to initiate some sort of thoughts coming in from you guys. And if you have any comments, any suggestions, feel free to send in your comments. And as always, thanks for watching my live stream. I will catch you again tomorrow with more business tips, tricks, and opportunities. Please take care. Bye bye for today.